My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on Applied Data Science with Python. This is lecture number 315. In this lecture, I will continue my discussion on bias and variance trade-off. Since we understood about bias and variance, we understood underfitting and overfitting. Now we will try to concentrate on intuitive understanding of bias and variance. Let's try to get more intuitive understanding of bias and variance. Let's assume we have a data set capital D which are broken up into dtrain and dtest. I have two data sets. Now in this case, what we would say here is, we would say that, let's say case 1 is, when do we say we have high bias or we have underfit model? It is very easy to understand from training data and test data. So on train data, I build a model. I build a model using training data. Using this model, I can compute two types of errors. Let me say what are those two types of errors. I have a model here. Now what I can do with this model is interesting. I can pass every point xi. Let me say I can pass every point. Now dtrain have dtrain I have, let's say, xi comma yi. My points in dtrain is xi comma yi. These are the points. Let me assume points in xi comma yi belongs to, let me assume these are the points in dtrain. I can pass every point in dtrain. Let's take xi. This is belongs to dtrain, isn't it? Now if I pass this xi to this model, now what will I get? I will get yi hat or yi cap. Now this model can also have something called train error, and so there are terms. So there are two terms here: train error and test error. How many types of errors one can find here? Train error and test error. What is my train error? How can I find my train error? Just say my train error. Let's say my train error is difference between yi and yi cap on training data. Let's say yi and yi cap is not agreeing for 10% of my points. So my train error is 10%, isn't it? If they are not agreeing, my yi and yi cap, if they are not agreeing for 10% of points, I can say that train error is 10%. That's one way. Test error is basically again difference of yi and yi cap on your test data. Just similar to train error. It's a difference between yi and yi cap on test data, whereas train error is on training data, isn't it? Train error and test error are nothing but the difference between yi. What is yi? Yi is true class label and yi cap is predicted class label by the model. That's important. On train data, test error is same. Test error is the same difference on test data. Now we can understand high bias or underfit very easily using train error and test error. So if train error is high, it means your bias of the model is high, isn't it? I will repeat. So if train error is high, it means your bias of the model is high, because you made very simplifying assumptions. You can easily understand this from k nearest neighborhood algorithm KNN. In KNN, when k equal to n, what happens in KNN? When k equal to n, we said it has high bias. The reason being, on the training data itself, when apply this model with k equal to 1 n, what is my n here? N is total number of points in my training data. My training error itself high, because it is just take the majority class, give the class label to every point. So simple way to determine whether your model have high bias or not is to see the training error. Similarly, the training error is low. You can say the bias in the model is also low. Training error is less means low training error means that bias will be less. Very simple way to very simple way to determine whether a model has high bias or not is just look at train error. Now let's look at high variance. What is this high variance or overfitting? One way to determine high variance is you look at both train error and test error. Here you have to see both terms. If train error is less and test error is high, this implies that there is a very high chance that will overfit or your variance of the model is high. So one way to determine if you have high variance or overfit model is simply to look at train error and test error. If train error is very low and test error is very high, then your model is overfitting model. What does it mean? It has got high variance. The second way to interpret is, of course, what we discussed if the train data changes slightly. If the train data, this I already discussed in lecture number 277. Even we discussed about this one in my previous lecture also. The second way to interpret is, of course, what we discussed. If the train data changes slightly, would your model change? Model means what? What is a model in this context? Model in this context is decision surface. If your model changes because of small change in training data, you say that the model has high variance problem or overfitting problem. So let's look at it. So in KNN, when k equal to 1, this is the case where k equal to 1, isn't it? Where k equal to 1. This is k equal to 1. This is k equal to 1, isn't it? If 1 point changes in the data set, your whole model will change. This is an example where just by changing one data point, your whole model is changing, which means when k equal to 1, KNN has a problem of high variance or overfitting. So very intuitive and easy way to understand whether a model has high variance or not is to look at both train error and test error and ask yourself whether by changing the training data slightly, would my model change? Similarly, for high bias is basically look at training error. If the training error is high, it tends to typically have high bias model. If train error is low, then it's a low bias model. This is a very simple intuitive way of understanding bias and variance, overfitting and underfitting in terms of error, in terms of errors, in terms of test error and train error. It is simple and straightforward lecture. This lecture is also very important. Try to go through this one. If you have any difficulty, please keep a comment. Thank you very much.